Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy back again with a new video. Hope you guys enjoy. Today we are going to go through my FPL team, how we did over the weekend, like we do every week. We're going to go through the team of the week in FPL game week 9, and then who we're going to go through next week and kill it, obviously next week in the next game week. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below your thoughts on my team or your team or how everything went over the weekend. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. The team of the week of game week 9, or player of the week of game week 9, is Haaland. As we know, Haaland is a freak. The guy is legit. He's like a robot, that man. Like, he just scores goals. That's what he does. He gets fantasy points and scores goals. 23 points from Haaland. Amazing game from those guys, especially, you know, the 6-3 win against Man United is not an easy one overall. Take it. I know Arsenal lost against Man United, and even though we played really well, we still lost against Man United. So crazy for Man City. They just did it with ease. Obviously, with coming off the injury of Varane, definitely changed the game completely. But they still had one goal up before that. It is what it is. They were still looking great. It was just a crazy game from them. So we'll quickly run through that team of the week. So Meslier, the Leeds goalkeeper, with 11 points. Not really much else to take home with the back three here. This is the way FPL is at the moment. Unfortunately, it's like all the base level or like lower level defenders are scoring really well for 1 or 2 weeks or whatever, and all the consistent backline players are probably scoring consistently over the year. Like, they're looking good, but it's really hard to get a read of defenders this year. It's really crazy. It's been a crazy year this year of FPL football. But going into the middle, Trossard with 20 points. All these guys are fantasy relevant. So Trossard with 20 points, Foden with 19 points, Maddison just finishing a game today, 4-0, the win with Leicester, so 18 points from him. Almiron 15 points, Bowen with 14 points. Almiron actually had a really good game for Newcastle, scored a couple of really nice goals. Anyway, moving on to the forwards, we have Haaland with 23 points, and Firmino, someone captained Firmino this week, or I think they triple captained him, I'm not sure, but with 12 points. I don't know who still has Firmino and captaining him, but they're obviously doing something right. I just don't expect that from especially a Liverpool team that's not playing amazing this year. So yeah, that's how the team looks at the weekend. Obviously the big ones to take home, like a Trossard. Brighton have been playing really amazing this year, really good. Foden obviously scoring a couple of really nice goals and setting up a lot for Haaland, and that just, yeah, been an amazing week there for Man City football players. Trossard, like a Brighton team as well, and Leicester, you know, obviously 4-0 win, looking really nice. So before we get into our teams, let's look at our ranks. And for game week 9, we scored 75 points, which ended up getting us overall 885 points. Overall rank 1.9 mil out of 10 million players. So that's not too bad. We're at least at like the upper echelon a little bit, but you know, we're still wanting to be within that 1 mil range, I reckon. So that would be nice. Moving on to our leagues and that, our general rankings, we're 269,000 in the Arsenal fan base. We're 44,000th in Australia, which is massive, but I want to be in that 20,000. I want to be in that high rank there. And back to our game weeks and all that sort of stuff, we're still looking at 1.9. With both our head-to-head matchups, I'm pretty sure we got the win in. So 75-27 there in that win. That was pretty nice from us. And secondly, in the BKR Sport League, we just get the win there, 75-60. So we are moving up slightly in both our leagues here. That's the main reason why I play. I want to get to the upper echelon of my leagues there. So rank 11th and 8th, not too crazy there. Especially need better from all my big players, but it is what it is. And in the YouTube League, we're sitting 4th with a whole lot of really good managers here. So shout out to Matt Thompson, doing really well there with 90 points overall this game week. Having Foden, Haaland is really big there. Maddison, really good pickups there, man. You really killed it this week. So, and having Martinelli on the bench too, like you could have had that in there. But, you know, I thought the same thing. Sterling and Zaha should have had bigger weeks, but, you know, they didn't. So, all right, moving on to how my team performed this weekend. So we had Edison in goal with 2 points. Again, a couple of really nice saves, but really let in a couple of goals at the end of the game. So I think that really dropped his score. Trippier with 7 points. Really good game from him. Trippier has been amazing for us, especially like we've only brought him in for this week, but I think he's been amazing all season. It's really good to have him in the team. Cancelo is a bit disappointing, especially with that big game against Man United. I expected him to get a bit more points, but 1 point, you know, it is what it is. Perisic, again, also Arsenal getting a big win against Tottenham. Shout out the boys, shout out the Gunners. Perisic just didn't get too many opportunities. I think he had a couple of shots on goal and that, but you know, I expect more out of him against the lower squads. Martinelli with 4 points. Big game from him from the Gunners. Him and Saka really damaging in that left to right wing, but especially the way the team is Arsenal is playing at the moment, we are around the whole park. We are giving a lot of opportunities to a lot of different players. So having Partey scoring that amazing goal from the edge of the box. We had Xhaka scoring a really, really nice goal as well. The boys performed really well in that game, that matchup. It was really good to see. Andreas, Sterling, and Zaha all getting 2 points. Andreas, it is what it is. You know, 4.5 million player, 2 points, not too bad. But Sterling and Zaha is the ones I'm like, come on, boys, like you got to step up there. But it is what it is. I think Zaha's got some really, really nice matchups coming up against Leeds and all that sort of stuff. Leeds, Wolves. I'm pretty sure he's getting really good matchups. Sterling next week against Wolves should go for a big game, so hopefully he goes well. Mitrovic coming off with an injury with 0 points. That really sucks, really hurts to see. Haaland, 46 points on a captain. Amazing game from him. And Jesus with 8 points. With Mitrovic, I'm not too sure the goings of the injury and that, if he's going to be playing next week, but we will sub him off. And if he is named or whatever, we might take the hit, or we will just like play him the week after. So have a nice rest, Mitrovic. You've been amazing for us when I brought you in. And quickly on the bench, we had Zinchenko with 2 points, Nico Williams with 1 point, minus 1 point, and Rashford with 1 point overall. Zinchenko has been really, really nice for us. I think I might slow him back in there, but you know, we'll have to see how that is matchup was. So this is how my team is going to look for the upcoming weekend. Again, could be a couple of changes that we see here, but you know, this is how we basically will look. We still got 2 trades remaining, 2 mil in my cap. Comment down below if you think I should trade in for someone, maybe a Madison or something like that, but we'll have to see how their matchups are going. But this is how the team is, you know. Edison in goal against Southampton. Edison, Cancelo, and Haaland against Southampton is going to be a really good matchup for us, hopefully. Trippier against Brentford. That's going to be a tough game for Newcastle, but, you know, hopefully he gets some really decent points there. Perisic against Brighton. Should be a nice game there for him. Andreas, Martinelli, Sterling, Zaha, and Rashford is going to be my midfield there. A couple of big matchups there for Zaha, Sterling, as I said before. Rashford should be a bounce back week for Man United against Everton, and Jesus finishing off against Liverpool there. So my bench line, we still have Zinchenko on the bench. Against Liverpool, I'm not really looking at putting him in, especially like I think the whole new norm is a 3-line back line and then having a stacked midfield and that, and seeing how that goes, because usually midfielders are going to score a little bit more this year, especially with like, you know, the way everything's going. Not a lot of teams are keeping clean sheets and stuff, so you know, it is what it is. Neco Williams and Mitrovic obviously with an injury. So if you enjoy this sort of stuff, guys, really do comment down below. Let me know how my team goes and how your team is going at the moment. NFL fantasy video coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned if you're into that NFL fantasy sort of stuff. Thank you so much for all the support. Peace out.